Hey guys, Jen at Bundutec USA. Today I want to do a walk around video of the BunduCamp unit. This is Rory's current demo unit. We showed it first at Overland Expo West this last year. Great unit, always shows extremely well, extremely comfortable. Designed for the 3/4 ton. His is a 6.5 foot box Dodge 3/4 ton, so it is designed for the 3/4 short or long bed. Can custom build it for an 8 foot box, but that's something that we have to know when the order is placed. It changes the outside a little bit. The functionality of the unit itself does not change. So right now I'm standing on the passenger side of the vehicle, or of the truck camper. When mounted on the camper, awesome features on this. We have the TraxTab, which we recently did a video on, that shows the ease of using a table mount of some kind for the outside. That seems to be the biggest thing that people always want, an outside working station. TraxTab is a great option for that on the truck camper. We added an external USB outlet to this unit for ease, just so that we could have a charging station on the outside of the unit. We do a lot, like I said, custom features and custom tweaks, so if stuff like that is something that you want to make sure is on your unit when you order it, just let us know. We can make sure it gets worked into the build. On this particular side of the unit, this compartment up front here is your LP compartment. We use a standard 20-pound cylinder upright, so it's exchangeable anywhere. And we also put a lock. The doors are vented themselves. We put a lock on these compartments. We know LP bottles are expensive. We don't want somebody to walk off with it. Behind that, this is actually storage behind one of the dinette seats, but it's got a drop-down door, plenty of storage, hose, saw, any of that outdoor equipment stuff you want easy access to. You've got space behind the dinette where you can easily access it from outside. Here at the back, we have a boot. So this is to make up the distance on the short bed when his tailgate is removed. It also gives you additional storage. So umbrella, tablecloths, portable air compressor, anything you want to stick in there. Another great outside access area for all that outdoor stuff that you don't want to keep on the inside. This unit also has a Bundutec awning mounted on it. This is actually the Bunda L in the 8 foot or the 2.45 meter version. So this awning, when open, has a 7 foot projection out, covers all the way down the side of this unit, and then it wraps around the back as well. The layouts for all the awnings obviously are on our website. We're not going to open it today, but it does have the L awning on it. Aluminized aluminum, great coverage, amazing feature on a truck camper when you're looking for shade and still want to be out in the sun when you're traveling in those off-road places. So we'll take a look at the driver's side. We'll show you everything that's there, and then we'll take a look at the inside as well. All right, so on the driver's side of this unit, tons of additional things as well that we want to make sure to go over. So new big feature for us that we've added now standard on everything because of the docking station that we use. You now get a gravity water fill on all of the units, so you can use potable water to fill your onboard freshwater tank in an emergency situation if you need to. Truma, this cabinet here is what houses the Truma unit itself. This has become a staple unit, especially in Rory's demo. We do more of the Truma Combis than we do the standard water heater and furnace. Rory swears by it. Super quiet, super efficient. All of his demo units now will have this unit in it versus a standard water heater and furnace. This is your exhaust and your intake for the Truma on the outside as well, so it's all in one piece, helps limit the holes that are on the outside of the camper. This compartment here, again, just like the other side, is storage behind the dinette seat. And this one we actually have dual battery setup. So it has a single battery in it, group 27, but there are 2 trays here where you could add a second battery to easily get more power when you travel. 30 amp shore power service. This is standard on all of our units. You get a 30 foot 30 amp cord as well with the 110 adapter, so that way if you are hooked up to shore power or are in a campground situation, you can use their power versus running off of your battery. QuickPitch, this is the soft case enclosure, which we did a video on as well. Great product. We've really been impressed with how it functions, and being able to use it on a truck camper or any vehicle itself makes using the outside shower much more enjoyable. Below that here is our docking station again, which is standard on all of the units. Inside you've got your outside shower, city water hookup, and freshwater tank fill. We also added a USB and a 12-volt outlet on the inside of this as well for another charging station if you're not using the shower itself. Below here we've got the boot, just like on the other side, which is additional outside storage. Great, this one has the shower hose in it, so a great combination with having it so close to the outside shower itself. Standard gray and black exterior as always. This unit has manual jacks on it this time, but it is pre-wired for electric. And then we've got the upgraded insulated windows on this unit as well. New feature is also the ripstop tent, which is the green material. New tents that we are phasing into production. We've really been impressed with the ripstop material, and we like the contrast of the green and the gray together to kind of give it that rugged look that we were kind of going for. So we'll take a look at the back of the unit, show you what's on that, and then we'll take a look inside. All right, so on the back of Rory's demo unit, couple main feature that we added to show this year on this unit was the Roto Pak Mount. So this is for a single Roto Pak. We actually added a 2.5 gallon fuel tank to it as well. But the Roto Paks are extremely popular and they're continuing to grow, so we added that as an option this year on the truck campers for people as well. This unit does have the swivel cassette toilet, so this rear compartment door here is actually the holding tank for that cassette toilet. Just like all the other cassettes, it pulls out. It does not have its own fresh water fill though. The swivel tank runs off of his onboard freshwater tank. That's why the BunduCamp has a larger freshwater tank than some of our other models, because it does pull off of that freshwater onboard tank when you go to use it. Holding tank though, completely separate. Just like all the other ones, it pulls out. You can pull it like a suitcase, but dump it anywhere. You don't need a hookup station at all. Gray water tank on this would be sink water only, and that tank is located underneath the back here, and this is your termination valve for it. They do make an adapter which Rory adds to his so that you can hook a garden hose up to it rather than having the full 3-inch termination when you open it for dumping of gray water only. So something new that we have found with the hose bib adapter on those. We've really had a lot of people that have liked that and have been asking for those. So we'll take a look inside. Alright, so on the inside of Rory's unit, pretty standard as far as the options and features that he normally gets. A few additions that we added this year to try for new is in the cab over. We have found an overhead mounting TV mount that simply just pulls down and does swivel. You have to loosen it in the back, but it does swivel side to side. But this is a great feature that we have found as far as keeping the TV up out of the way. If you do want a TV when you travel to put it away, simply just fold it up and push it into place, and then it's locked into place as you travel. Keeps it up off the mattress, above the overhead or above the side hampers as well, so you don't have to worry about the TV getting damaged. On the other side of that, the other thing that we added was a new framed net that we have that holds an iPad. Found it really helpful for travel so that we weren't constantly looking to find out where the iPad was. So we've been impressed with how that works. We mount it to the ceiling, but you can obviously mount it to any surface. It doesn't have to go in the ceiling as well. Additional features, we did add cup holders up here in the back, as well as a USB outlet on this side. There's also a cup holder, USB, and 12-volt outlet on the other side. The 12-volt and USB outlet on the driver's side are for the TV hookup because it is a 12-volt TV. But if you don't have a TV, you can obviously use it as a charging station as well. Like I said, when we talked on the outside, this unit does have the Truma in it. So we have the Truma Eco Combi control panel here. Truma has a great product. We've really fallen in love with them and what they have to offer. They have an amazing website. It also features how to use the Truma. So for those that are on the fence on it, not really sure, I will post a link below in the comment section so that you can take a look at their website and actually see how the unit itself works. Below that, we do have the solar controller. We did put a 170 watt solar panel on the roof of this particular unit. Right now it reads full at 13.6 volts. It's been pretty sunny here in Iowa lately, so we've had constant charge on Rory's battery while it's been sitting outside. Zamp Solar does a great job with their controller. Once it gets to the battery is about 75% full, it will trickle charge it, so we don't have to worry about removing the battery and frying it because the controller inside here actually regulates the power going into it, so you don't have to worry about that. So with the BunduCamp, it is a 2-person cafe seating style dinette up here in the front. Tons of storage. We've got 2 drawers that pull out here. This is all open storage underneath in this second section. And then the bottom section down here lets you view the fill of the water tank, as well as gives you some additional storage on the inside of that as well. Nice thing about the cafe style seating up here, your table is located in this front wall. So if you want to sit at the table, simply just pull the table out. You can slide it closed to about a 12-inch plate and still have comfortable room to get in and out. So if someone does need to get up and get something, they can. But this is a great feature. When I have to get in the cab over, I use this as a step as well, just to kind of help with getting into the cab over itself. And as you know, you can see these two black handles here at the end of the bed. All of our units do have full north-south storage underneath the bed as well. With things that are underneath here at the moment, we've got Rory's flexible antenna for the TV, a yoga mat which we use when we had to use the outside shower, and then other things, first aid kit, towels, anything you can fit underneath there. This is a 1x6 underneath here, so you have plenty of depth as far as storage for totes and blankets and everything that's kind of out of the way on the long skinny side of things. So really easy to use. We have two handles for ease of use, but you can easily lift it up and down as well. Unit has the Dometic CR110 fridge, which is located to my left here. Standard 3.7 cubic foot refrigerator, does have a freezer compartment in it as well. But again, another unit that we've been extremely impressed with, being 12 volt compressor only. When we were out to the show, we were gone about a week and a half to go to Flagstaff and back. We used Rory's camper primarily for base camp, and we never had an issue with battery and power with the solar panel and all of that installed on it. So on the kitchen side of things, staple units again for Rory obviously are the glass top stove that we get from Dometic. We're currently in the process of looking into a new style glass top stove, which we're excited about. So this has the standard glass top stove that we've been using for a really long time, but as soon as we get the new ones in and we start to play with them around, I'll do a video on that so you guys can see the difference between the two. Extremely similar, just a little bit different in the look itself. Next to that, we have the glass top sink as well. So move the faucet out of the way. Glass top sink, as I've showed you before, tons of great stuff. It opens up and secures in place. You can put a dish strainer here. It's got a rinse tub, but deep enough that you can actually do dishes like a normal person, because the sink actually gives you space. And then it also has the cutting board that it comes with as well, that fits on top of there for storage. So the glass top is sink, all of this stuff fits inside. It kind of limits the amount of stuff that you have to purchase as far as gear on the inside with cutting boards and dish strainers and all of that. So once it's all inside the sink, simply just close it down and you're ready for travel. The pull-out faucets are something that we've added as well now as a standard feature. So the faucet itself does actually pull out, which is extremely nice, and then has two settings on it. It has a stream and a mist setting on it, which makes doing dishes a lot easier as well. The kitchen face itself, again, tons of storage drawers and doors themselves. We also have a 110 outlet here, which only works when you're into shore power. We've started adding a voltmeter to your kitchen faces as well, so if you don't have a solar panel installed and you still want to know what your voltage is on the meter, we do give you a volt reader here. Switches for the patio lights, the water heater, or excuse me, the water pump, patio lights, all of that is also on your kitchen face. We've added two drawers here that pull out with a slide. So these are actually made to hold canned goods, so you can put a little bit heavier stuff in some of these drawers. You don't have to worry about the bottom of your drawer falling out as well. So we also switched a ceiling light in this unit. Here it says switch ceiling here, so when you come into the unit you can flip that switch and turn a light on the roof, what makes it a lot easier when you're coming in the dark as well. And then obviously the Rico Titan, which is our electric lift system for the camper itself, another feature that we feel really helps the unit itself with the ease of use of anyone being able to use it. Does have the swivel cassette toilet inside as well, so when you come into the unit it would be on the right, and it swivels out of place, so super easy to use, super, like I said, swivel, opens just like a standard bench style cassette or porta potty as far as use, but it's a permanent fixture mount, and it takes up less space, which allows us to put the cabinet there for additional storage as well. Other features that Rory's added, we've got a couple folding towel bars that we've added. He's got overhead cabinets in here. He's got some cargo netting for different storage. So with Rory's units, we get a lot of bells and whistles on it and a lot of stuff that we like to try. So there's a lot of things that we continue to use, which you guys see in a lot of our videos that the customers enjoy as well. So that's the BunduCamp unit. Like I said, it's designed to fit the 3/4 ton market, short bed 6.5 foot, or short and long bed 6.5 and 5.5 foot boxes. If you have an 8 foot box, we can still make it fit for you. It just has to be discussed when you order it, because we do have to change the outside layout a little bit in order to accommodate for the 8 foot box. So again, if you have any questions, never be afraid to give us a call in the office. Myself, any of the staff is always more than willing to help you. You can also visit our website, BundutecUSA.com. List all of the models that we offer, as well as all the options and accessories that are available on any build we do.